The action's at your Ford dealer. It's the Ford Escape, and now you can get a plug-in hybrid with an amazing EPA-estimated 101 combined MPGe. Plus, you get to drive in the carpool lane even when you're alone. And you can get $3,750 in tax credits. Drive the Escape with a choice of engines, gas, hybrid, and the advanced plug-in hybrid. Take action. It's at your Ford dealer. With your trade-in, lease the Ford Escape for a low $249 a month.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. The F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. The Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And the Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. The Ford Maverick is the lowest priced truck in America. Check one out today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, our Mustang Mach-E, and our Ford Bronco. With your trade-in, lease an F-150 Super Crew STX for a low $399 a month.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there's no one better at getting you back to you. Orthopedics and spine, it's all we do.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. Our Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And our Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. With your trade-in, lease an F-150 Super Crew STX for a low $399 a month.
Davidson Field, homecoming 2024. The Newport Harbor Sailors ready to make their mark in front of a packed home crowd. But before kickoff, it's a night of nostalgia. The undefeated class of 1994, legends in their own right, back on the field for the first time in 30 years. Celebrating a season that put Sailors football on the map. And tonight, this Sailor team looks to build their own legacy. But they'll have their hands full against the tough St. Augustine squad. Newport Harbor starting quarterback, Bodie Stefano, is out with a back injury, which means we'll see our QB2, Jake Meir, stepping in to lead the offense. It's a big moment for Meir. Homecoming, packed stadium, and a chance to turn this season around. Now welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Everett Henninger alongside Taryn Rodriguez. Newport Harbor coming off a tough 41-21 loss to Cajon. The Sailors are now 0-4, facing off against the St. Augustine team, also 0-4. I think that both teams are starving for a win.
Indeed, you are right. The Sailors are looking to bounce back after a tough loss to an undefeated Cajon squad. Something to note, Newport Harbor's offense has strengthened noticeably the past two games compared to the first two games. They scored 24 points in their first two games against St. Paul and La Habra, but they have nearly doubled that in their last two games, having scored 56 points combined against El Medina and Cajon. They have massive strides against these new opponents. Looking defensively, the Sailors' defense has allowed 96 points in the previous two games. However, this defense has a chance to step up to the Saints and turn this season around.
Speaking more to that offense, two of those players making those improvements are Sammy Stremick, senior wide receiver, and Jackson Stremick, his younger brother and sophomore running back. Both these brothers have been making big plays for that Sailor offense. We sat down with them to talk about what it means to be playing together.
I'm Sammy Stremick. I play wide receiver and free safety, and I'm a senior.
I'm Jackson Stremick. I play running back, and I'm a sophomore.
It matters a lot, both sides, mental and physical, because it's a long season, and if you're not mentally prepared each week, you're just not going to be able to perform. And then the physical side, you have to keep your body in shape for the amount of games you have.
I prepare by just making sure I'm ready for anything, any play the coach will call, and then I enjoy being able to catch the defense off guard by thinking I'm going to run the ball and then release out of the backfield and catch passes.
The biggest component to our football game, for our team especially, is probably just playing as a team for 4 quarters and not giving up.
Yeah, one of the bigger components is definitely just keep our head down and keep our heads up and keep working through all the adversity. Just keep going.
Sammy mentioned that their biggest component is working together as a team. These guys are great assets to the Sailors' offense. And to speak more offensively, we are going to send things down to Matt Thompson on the field to learn more about Jake Muir. Matt, go ahead.
Me go? Everett and Taryn, thank you so much. Alrighty, guys, my name is Matthew Thompson. I'm going to be your guest sideline reporter this evening. I'm from Newport Harbor ASB. We have the tar pit packed, great decor up thanks to Newport Harbor ASB. The football team was just out here a minute ago, and the students are already filling up the section. My hands are freezing, but my spirit is all the way up. It's going to be a great night this evening. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt. We'll keep our eyes open and out for Jake Muir's performance tonight. This is going to be a head-to-head battle. Let's go ahead and find out what are some of the keys to winning this game.
This is the 5th game of the season for both teams, and both teams have played a tough schedule so far. These are the 3 keys to the game if the Sailors want to be successful and pick up their first win. The first key is for the defense to remember what they did well against the Cajon offense last week and apply that same technique today. The second key is for the offense to match the same energy of the defense and vice versa. It seems like the offense gets off to a slow start in some of these games, as that was the case from last week and the week before. The third and final key is for the offensive production to get going early and often. If Newport Harbor can do that, they will have no problem picking up this win because the offense is there. They just have to get off to a stronger start and faster start.
I'm sure you guys can hear the tar pit in the background. They're also a huge key for our win. Having this crowd here and in this home crowd will definitely help the Sailors. A win today will be in store if they can stick to this game plan as well as follow the keys to the game. Let's talk with Davis Post, who has been very dominant in his games recently.
My name's Davis Post. I'm a senior and I play outside linebacker. My role has evolved pretty significantly since last year. Last year, my junior year, didn't have much of a big role on the team, but this year now as a starter and having tackles, getting a lot of playing time, it's evolved significantly, and I think I'm able to play a much bigger role and help the team get some wins now. Representing our football team, I think you just have a sense of pride, you know? You do it for the team, obviously, but then there's also the sense of community. You're doing it for the fans and the people in the community, you're doing it for them as well. Definitely feels good to make some big plays, you know. It's a good feeling when I can help out the defense to get a win, do my job. It always feels good to just do my part.
Davis Post has been massive for this defense because he currently has the most tackles out of all of the Sailors team. Before this game started, he actually had 35, so he's red hot and looking to make the big stops for this game today. St. Augustine, on the other hand, they haven't really played the easiest of schedules as well, as they have faced some talented opponents. Week 0, they took on La Costa Canyon, currently 4-0 and one of the better teams in San Diego. Then week 1, they took on Poway, lost to them 34-16 after they lost 37-10 to La Costa Canyon. Week 2, they took on Helix, always a good team. They lost 28-13 in a competitive game. And then last week, they took on Brawley, wound up losing 30-7 in that game. So something's got to give with these two teams who have played challenging schedules. But we'll see who comes out on top. And some notables for St. Augustine. You have quarterback Keikoa DeLuz, a junior, who is 42 of 76 for 368 passing yards. His favorite receiver is Dylan Tarr, who has 12 receptions and 97 receiving yards. So most likely he'll be surpassing the century mark in terms of receiving yards. The run game is something I'm really concerned about with Newport Harbor. They really have to stop the run game. As the old saying goes, you throw for show and run for dough, and that kind of has been the Achilles heel for Newport Harbor. The one to watch out for is Caleb Aguiar, who last week had 116 rushing yards. If they could slow him down, as well as maybe Pai Palamalu, if for some reason he gets to be in the game, then Newport Harbor should be set. Believe it or not, those two have the only interceptions, as those two registered interceptions last game against Brawley.
I am excited to see what Newport Harbor does with their run game. Although we do have a lot of injuries, we still do have our running back so far of the season in Jackson Stremick, and a lot of our offensive line is still healthy.
And defensively for St. Augustine, the players to watch for are Charlie Berkeley, who leads the team in total tackles with 33. He's a senior strong safety. And then Wilford Anderson, he has 21 tackles, leads the team in sacks as he has 2 bags, senior defensive end right there. So Newport Harbor going to have a hands full with those two, but if they play their cards right, they could pull out the win. And the captains are about to come out onto the field.
Captains for today's game are number 2, Hudson Perez, quarterback. Number 58, Matthew Beekman, offensive lineman. I believe he's playing left guard for today's game. Number 3, our star for so far, Cade Fiegel. And, we're only going with 3 captains today.
Yeah, I was told that Tony Glenn isn't going to be available for this game. Don't want to get into the full details on that, but basically he won't be available, which is a big loss for this Newport Harbor team. Hopefully he will be back before Bravo League play, because the Bravo League is going to be tough with the likes of Tesoro in their first week after their bye. Then you got Battle of the Bay. Then you got San Juan Hills, Villa Park, Yorba Linda, in that no particular order. So
yeah,
there you have it.
And you'd love to have the hard-hitting safety that Tony Glenn is when you're going into that hard Bravo League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Newport Harbor, this is basically make or break for them. And as long as you could get top 3 in the league, then you're playoff bound, because it's a 6-team league, and the league is what truly matters. Because once you get top 3 and you make the postseason, it's a whole different ball game. Just ask 2021's team, which wound up winning CIF that year, despite having a 3-7 record and finishing 4th in the Sunset League.
I was fortunate enough to be a member of that team that got to go all the way. You would hear from the captains all the time. It's a brand new season as soon as playoffs start, and as soon as that happens, you just got to lock in and be ready to play each game.
Mm-hmm. And Newport Harbor is definitely on the come up. I feel they have a lot of upside to their team, but they have to start off fast and early. The captains for St. Augustine are as follows. Number 55, Malosi Iluli is one of them. He is a senior guard, inside linebacker, as the captains shake hands on the field. And then you have and it looks like they're only rolling with 2 captains. The other captain is Jacob Valdez, number 62, center and defensive tackle. So he's a 2-way player, so that's going to be unique. And we will take ourselves a short break for the Star Spangled Banner. When we come back, kickoff here at Davidson Field.
Newport Harbor student E. Cadwell. Let's give a nice round of applause for the presentation of our coach. Great job by E. Cadwell there, singing the national anthem, and always great to see the color guard out there holding the flag for us.
Indeed. Excellent job by her. Seems like our Star-Spangled Banner singer always gets better and raises the bar every single year.
We see now all the players lining up inside of their tunnel. I'm guessing it'll be captains, Cade Fiegel leading them out. Cade Fiegel so far has had a great season. Just at the last home game, which you guys would have been watching the live stream, you saw him having plays all over the field, especially the electric touchdown kickoff return.
Indeed, he has had himself a great season overall, both sides of the ball. And keep an eye on him in special teams. Remember, he had a kickoff return touchdown against El Modena. He's obviously filling in big shoes for Josiah Lamarque, who is now doing it big at Cal Poly, as here comes those Newport Harbor Sailors.
Yeah, I'm expecting Cade to get it a lot. Jake Meir, new quarterback. This is going to be like one of his first starting games. And so to have a reliable option like Cade, I'm sure he'll be getting the ball a lot.
The players have taken their way to the sideline. You will have kickoff momentarily. As the players are taken to the field.
Based off who I'm seeing, it looks like the Sailors are going to be kicking.
It's good right there. Good for the defense to start things off. Got to start off on the right foot. And Newport Harbor will get the ball to start the second half. So hopefully for their sake, their defense can make a statement early on and often. I think Newport Harbor has to get things going here. They have to make a statement defensively. Both these teams have explosive players, but only one of these teams will be picking up a win. And it looks like we have our Newport Harbor's kicker.
Danny Rico.
Danny Uncle Rico, as I like to call him, or as my cohort Mo Patios calls him. As Pai Palmalu is back to receive for St. Augustine. Last name obviously sounds familiar, as he is related to Troy Palmalu, former Steelers safety. As this kick will go into the end zone. Oh, it goes out of bounds just barely.
The 1 yard line.
Yeah, just barely. And that is not a good sign for Newport Harbor, as that'll draw a flag, and that'll set up St. Augustine a little closer.
So Sailor defense begins to line out.
So the ball will be placed on the 30-yard line. Feels like we're watching the new NFL here. As Kakoa Deluz in at quarterback, and actually the ball will be pushed at the 35-yard line. Chain Gang just has to get everything settled in. And we will get this game started. We are underway here at Davidson Field as both teams looking to get their first win of the season. As it's a handoff going to Aguiar.
About a 6-yard gain on the play.
Actually, check that. That was Pai Palamalu. So first down. That was the first down right there. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. And Palamalu can play both sides of the ball, as well as Caleb Aguiar. Second and 4.
Motion on the play.
It's another handoff. And it's a Geary. So it's going to be a gain of 1. And it's going to be a gain of 1. So 3rd down on coming up. The money down here. As Greg Baronski was on the tackle on that last play. He gained 3 on that play, so official spot is 3 as he had forward progress, so 3rd and 1. So 2 runs so far for St. Augustine. Will the 3rd time be the charm?
Sailors have 5 on the line rushing.
Indeed it will be, as Aguirre gets snuffed out.
That blitz worked well.
Big play that time, as it looked like that was Sammy Stremick that snuffed out the run. And
Brian Burns, being previously defensive coordinator and even earlier linebacker coach, obviously a very defensive-minded coach. He loves his blitzes.
So loss of 3 on the play, so he lost the yards that he gained. So bring up 4th down as punt team is out, and it is showtime with Cade Fiegel.
I'm excited to see him get it.
Remember, he had a kickoff return touchdown against El Medina 2 weeks ago on this very field.
Kicks high.
It's a high but pretty short punt. Actually, it just took a Saints bounce as the ball will rest at the Newport Harbor 27, and that's where the Sailors will set up shop. St. Augustine coming into this game with only 2 interceptions, both of which coming from the previous game. Other than that, Newport Harbor will have the ball. They have only scored single digits 1 time this season, being against La Habra. That one was a 14-7 at halftime, but eventually the ball did not bounce Newport Harbor's way in the second half. And now we have Jake Meir starting at quarterback. Boy Stefano out with a back injury.
Cade in motion. Hand off to Jackson Stremick for about 2 yards.
So good start right there for Newport Harbor. Have to get the run game going. You've heard me say it once, and you'll hear me say it again. You throw for show and run for dough, and Newport Harbor needs to get that money. So it's a gain of 3 on that play as the official spot on there. And I'll bring up 2nd and 7. Meir to throw. Caught by Fiegel. First completion of the day. Fiegel makes some men miss, and he's still on his feet. Fiegel gets dragged down as that was Palomalu on the tackle, but not before getting a Newport Harbor first down. So first completion of the game for Jake Muir results in a Newport Harbor first down.
You'll notice Palomalu with the Guardian cap. It appears they've came from the league down all the way down, and now high school players are wearing them in games.
Looks like that the official spot is a gain of 9 on the play, so that'll be a first down for the Sailors. So first down coming up for Newport Harbor. Muir to throw. That one is to Shane McKibben as he's forced out of bounds by Aguirre.
About 5 yards on the play, though.
5 yards on the reception. Going to bring up second down. McKibben, only a sophomore. Definitely got a bright future with this Sailors squad. So 2nd and 5 coming up for Newport Harbor. This one's going to be a handoff. That is not going to quite go anywhere, as that was Jackson Stremick.
Maybe 1 yard on the play, but not much more than that.
Melosi Yuli on the tackle, as that's going to be good enough for 1 on the play. And it's going to bring up a big third down as Newport Harbor needs to get to the Saints, or to their own 49-yard line to keep the drive going. Look on the bottom of your screen, you got Shane McKibben one-on-one. Top of your screen will be Michael Gruber as Muir to throw. Muir completes the pass to McKibben. McKibben gets dragged down, but he gets the first down. So a big play right there, as that'll keep the drive going, and it'll be a Newport Harbor first down.
Quick correction. It was actually number 11, Beckham Dutcher, at the top of your screen earlier.
Oh, my apologies. Beckham Dutcher. My bad.
We'll see if he gets some touches. He's a big physical receiver. I think he's very good in the deep threat opportunities.
First down for Newport Harbor as they are in Saints territory. As Muir to throw. Muir getting pressured, and he dumps it off to Stremick. Stremick still on his feet. Up to the 25, out to the 20, still in bounds as he gets tackled right inside the red zone. On the tackle was Stephen Coda, but not before getting a big gain on that play for a Newport Harbor first down. And
that's exactly how you'd like that screen to work. They all brought pressure to Jake Muir. Didn't matter. He had some confidence, threw it to his running back in Jackson Stremick, and Stremick took off.
Gonna try to do the math correctly and say that that was a gain of 32 on the play. Regardless, it is a Newport Harbor first down, as it's 1st and goal for the Sailors. Ball on the Saints' 10-yard line.
Sammy in motion. It's tossed to him.
Stremick, Sammy Stremick, still on his feet.
For the touchdown. 6-point Sailors.
And that is a confidence booster right there. That's actually the first reception of the game for Sammy Stremick, and it couldn't have come at a better time, as that is 6 right there, and that's a confidence booster for Jake Muir. They have to keep that going. Defense did its job, offense capitalized, and now we shall see Uncle Rico ready to boot the extra point. Kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. And with 6:32 remaining, Newport Harbor leads 7-0 in this first quarter of homecoming 2024. So what'd you like about that drive, Everett?
I thought it was really nice to see. It was first drive for Jake Meir, so it was a lot of confidence booster plays. A quick screen that obviously took off. Quick pitches to Cade, and finishing off with that swing to the left to Sammy. It's just great, as you said, confidence booster for Jake Meir starting this game off.
Yep, this is his first start. He did get some playing time last week against Cajon, looked really good against the Cowboys. Now it's a whole different beast as Rico boots this one. Definitely returnable as that hits the landing zone, as that's Palomalu on the return. Palomalu gets dumped at about the 22 as eventually gets brought down by a ship full of sailors.
That was great group tackle by all the sailors, but first to that pile was number 10, Cruz Marcella. Just great athletic play by him. If he's a defensive end getting there first, shows off his speed.
So St. Augustine will set up shop on its own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Saints. And both teams coming in with 0-4 records. One team will be eventually leaving with its first victory, barring any weird shenanigans. And look at the second person to the bottom of the screen, as that is Aguirre, not in running motion. Now he's in motion, and he fakes the handoff from Deleuze, as Deleuze will take it up the gut for about maybe 2 yards. We'll call it 2 for the time being.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't love that. He had to, he took the ball obviously and run it straight up the gut, but for 2 yards, it's questionable whether it's worth having your quarterback take that hit.
So gain of 2 is the official spot, as the ball is spotted on the 25-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Saints. Deleuze takes the snap, dumps this one off, and it's a completion to Aguirre. Aguirre will get about 5 on the dump off, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a very athletic play by number 6, Davis Post. Like we were talking about him earlier, leading the team in tackles, and the athleticism right there is exactly why.
It's very good play by Post, bringing up a big 3rd down for St. Augustine. So 3rd and about 2 on the play. And it looks like St. Augustine's going to call timeout. Looks like they didn't like what they saw, so they'll draw something up and try to throw Newport Harbor for a loop. So tonight, Newport Harbor will be honoring its 1994 team that went undefeated and won the CIF Southern Section Championship. An impressive feat for that Newport Harbor team, as this is the 30th anniversary for that team. And if I recall correctly, I think Matt Burns might have been on that team.
I'm not entirely sure, but I do love to see how packed the tar pit is. Even with the rough season the Sailors have had so far, there's a packed tar pit right now that's showing up for homecoming.
Indeed it is, and you gotta give credit to the Sailor students. Fun fact, as I mentioned in the previous broadcast, I was voted most spirited. I actually was Tommy Tar for a few games, believe it or not.
I can see why, Taryn. You're very spirited.
Mm-hmm. All right, 3rd and 3 coming up for St. Augustine. Needed to get to their own 33-yard line. It's an outside pass completed, and it's almost on his feet.
There is a flag on the play, though. I'm guessing holding, just based on where the flag is.
That was McGinnis Killian on the catch. We'll see if Newport Harbor wants to.
Yep, that's a holding.
Yep, that is a holding called, and that is going to be holding on the Saints. We shall see if Burns declines it or if he accepts it. So the penalty, so Burns will decline the penalty. So it looks like
sometimes having them waste the play is better than having them go back. And I think Burns believes this is one of those scenarios.
I think Killian lost 2 on that play, as that was a nice tackle by a duo of Sailors. And it looks like the punt team is going to be out, which means Newport Harbor will change its personnels as well.
Cade, of course, back to receive. Let's see if he gets the ball in his hands.
You know what they say, it is showtime when it comes to the punt return team.
I would not be surprised if the punt team continues to get the ball away from Cade. He's just too electric with the ball in his hands. However, it comes right to him.
And he's going to fair catch it at about the Newport Harbor 47-yard line. Very good field position for Newport Harbor as they will retake the field.
Good move by Cade, though. There was like 3 defenders right in his face. That would have been even for him, that would have been a very sticky predicament to get out of.
Yep, not even the best kickoff or punt returners can break that tackle.
See that Sailors offense coming back onto the field?
Yep, Jake Meir, successful drive on his first drive. First start for the junior quarterback. So the 1st and 10 for the Sailors on their 47-yard line. It's a handoff, and that's to Jackson Stremick. Gonna get probably about 1. And it looks like might be Jackson Stremick. So it's a gain of 1 on the play. So we're up 2nd and 9.
Shane and Beckham come back in the game for number 80, Jackson Smith, and number 44, Adam Chani.
Less than 4 minutes to go in this first quarter as the Sailors lead 7-0. Newport Harbor next week has a bye before opening up Bravo League against Tesoro.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that week of rest in between starting their new tough league.
Get some guys healthy as well.
Exactly.
2nd down and 9. Meir to throw. Finds, wide open Cade Fiegel. But
that's a catch that Cade would make 9 times out of 10. St. Augustine got lucky there. He had a lot of open field in front of him.
Indeed. So that's the first incompletion of the night for the Sailors in Jake Meir. So it'll bring up 3rd down and long. Newport Harbor has to get to the 43-yard line in order to keep the drive going. 3:35 remaining in this first quarter of play. Let's look on the bottom of the screen. You got McKibben. Top of the screen, you've got Beckham Dutcher. In motion, looks like you got Jackson Stremick. Meir to throw. Meir steps up, passes. And that's a completion to Sammy Stremick for the 1st down.
Drive keeps going. Great job, Sammy.
And that was exactly a gain of 10, so 10 more yards for Sammy Stremick. And the 1st down for Newport Harbor keeps the drive going. Tar Pit chanting, "Let's go Sailors," wanting to see Newport Harbor double its lead as we are 3 minutes and change away from the first quarter being concluded. Here's Meir to throw. Meir dumps this one off to McKibben, who shifted from bottom of the screen to the top of the screen. And that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards. That is McKibben's 3rd catch of the day, as he currently has 22 receiving yards to lead to be 2nd in command behind Jackson Stremick.
Shane has been doing a great job all alone next to the boundary. They have the 3-bunch set, or sometimes a 2-bunch set in the tight end with Shane all by himself, and he's been excelling.
2nd down and 3. We're going to hand this one off to Stremick, Jackson Stremick, as he's working his way up the gut. See where forward progress takes him. Might get about 1 or 2. Looks like he gained about 2 on the play. So that'll be a 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Sailors. Need to get to the Saints' 32-yard line to keep this drive going.
Number 56, Jagger Noon, was the lead blocker on that play. It's interesting. He's been playing defensive tackle mostly, so it's interesting seeing him at right guard.
Another two-way player for Newport Harbor as it's 3rd and 2. Mir to throw. Here's the blitz, and it's a completed pass for Shane McKibben, who has 4 catches already, and that's going to keep this drive going as Newport Harbor picks up the 1st down. It looks like that is a gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. Either way, it's a 1st down for Newport Harbor. McKibben, only a sophomore, and he's making big plays for the Sailors. Mir Jr. also looking comfortable in the pocket. Ball rests on the St. Augustine 28-yard line.
Sammy goes in motion. Jake looked for the swing. It wasn't there.
Oh, he's
McCabe
wide open.
Oh,
And
touchdown
that's a
Sailors, but there is a
touchdown.
flag on the play. We'll see what that
one
is.
could be coming back, though. Hold the phone, Hannah.
It's looking like it's going to be a holding on 56, Jagger Danoon.
Mick Jagger Danoon. Unfortunately, this one is going to come back.
It's tough going 2 ways. D-line, you're allowed to hold. Offensive line, you can't do that.
So this one.
Oh, wasn't holding, but it is a penalty on the Sailors.
So that's going to wipe away what could have been a 28-yard touchdown pass to Cade Fiegel, and that's going to back up Newport Harbor 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Newport Harbor. 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. So Newport Harbor will look to try to do it again. Here's Stremick, hands this one off. That is actually 25, Jonah Takamori on the carry.
Got back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like he got the yards that Newport Harbor lost on that penalty. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We are under a minute remaining in the 1st quarter of play. Newport Harbor leading 7-0. This might be the last play of the game before the end of the period. Look at your bomb screen. You got Dutcher. Fiegel also second to the bottom.
Slot.
And there's Takamori on the carry. Another carry for the junior running back.
1st down Sailors.
Yep, and it's enough for Newport Harbor 1st down. Looks like he gained 11 on the play. 11, maybe 13. And that's going to do it for this opening quarter as Newport Harbor leads 7-0, but they are driving quickly as they'll look to try to get on the road to success.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. Our Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And our Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. With your trade-in, lease an F-150 Super Crew STX for a low $399 a month.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. Our Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And our Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. Lease the all-electric 2024 Mustang Mach-E for a low $319 a month.
Here's the ceremony going on for homecoming. These are all members, I believe, of that 1994 undefeated team. But thank you to all alumni, whether you're here or watching this live stream. You guys have done a lot to help improve this program to where it is today.
Yeah, the long gray line, obviously that is big. All Newport Harbor alums are part of it. No matter who you are, no matter what you did, you are part of that long gray line, and you are part of a tradition that never, ever, ever gets old.
Sailors offense switches sides, but they line back up.
And it was an intense 12 minutes of play, but now Newport Harbor looking to try to get things going here and kicking into overdrive.
Score right now 7-0 with Sailors trying to add to that lead.
As that is Jackson Strummick up the gut. As it looks like that is a gain of 7 on the play. So we got an injury on the field.
Oh, that looks like number 71. Sailors left tackle. That's a tough loss.
Oh, not good. Newport Harbor can ill afford any more injuries on that one. That is Will Harrington.
Yeah, Sailors have been riddled with injuries. Will right now, but like as you said earlier, Tony Glenn's out, one of the starting safeties, Riker Buddy, another outside linebacker starting safety. Bodie Stefano, the starting quarterback's out. There's just so many injuries across the Sailors team.
The bye couldn't come at a better time for this team next week, as they need to lick their wounds and get healthy because, again, that Bravo League is going to be tough. Got, again, Tesoro, Corona Del Mar, Villa Park, San Juan Hills, Yorba Linda. So there you have it right there.
Will's still getting checked out. Hopefully everything's all right with him.
And it looks like they're bringing the cart onto the field. That's not a good sign.
Let's see who they bring out to play left tackle. I'm assuming they move Matthew Beekman, 58, back to left tackle where he had been and put somebody in at that left guard position.
That would be a good guess, and that would probably be my guess as well. So it's just a tough loss seeing one of your brothers going down like that, as this game is very rewarding, but it also can be very demanding on one of the players' body, whether you're playing offense or defense.
And especially being the size that they are at line. I know Will Harrington especially, he's like a 6'4", probably 230-pound guy. So being as big as that is, it's hard on the knees and being in that stance and pounding people around so much.
The boys up front don't get a lot of credit, as he is getting helped by trainers up to the cart. As the old saying goes, no line, no shine, as that offensive line helps keep the jerseys clean in terms of those offensive linemen.
I was a little off. Will Harrington's actually 250, so even bigger.
We wish him nothing but the best. Wish him a speedy recovery and hope that it is nothing too serious. So he'll get carted out to the trainer's table, as it looks like both teams will be resuming action.
Get better soon, Will.
Yep. And thank you to Greg Kennedy, PA announcer, for giving TarTV a shout out. We appreciate you, Greg. Fun fact about Greg Kennedy, he's actually the PA announcer for Newport Harbor's boys water polo team. They played Harvard Westlake earlier today. But back to the action on the field.
Yep.
2nd and 3 for Newport Harbor.
There's Matthew Beekman at left tackle and Jake Meyer at left guard.
As Jackson Strummick gets swallowed up by Aguirre on that play. And it looks like also on the tackle is number 55 of St. Augustine, as that was Malosi Iuli.
Loss of about 4 on that play.
So it was once 2nd and 3 is now 3rd and 7. So Newport Harbor has a bit of ground to make up. So 3rd down and 7 coming up for Newport Harbor. Ball resting about on the 20-yard line. And oh, that is a little disastrous. Could have been a near turnover.
Paul Duran's been playing center. He's new with Jackson Foster being out. There's some jitters playing, but we got to get that snap up, Paul.
So bad snap on the play, leading to a loss of 6. So I know Newport Harbor would love to have that one back. That's pretty much going to prompt a Newport Harbor field goal from Daniel Rico.
That was a rough end to that series. It started off strong with them marching down the field, but following the injury of Will, it did not go well.
36-yard attempt for Daniel Rico. Kick is up, low, might have gotten a piece of it. It is no good, as it's going to be St. Augustine ball. So
I believe that Pai Palamalu actually got a hand on that.
Yeah, Pai Palamalu.
Taken after his uncle.
Yep, Troy Palamalu, former Pittsburgh Steeler, who had a successful year with the Steelers.
Current Hall of Famer now, I believe.
Yep, spokesperson for Head and Shoulders. Got to keep your hair looking good and dandruff-free. No, we are not sponsoring it.
Unless they like to. Hit us up, Head and Shoulders.
Anyway, St. Augustine ball, as they will have it on their own 20. 1st and 10 coming up with DeLuz looking to throw as he completes this pass to number 24 of St. Augustine. Fortunately, he is not on this roster.
I believe it's actually number 34, Dylan Tarr.
If that is the case, then that is a good catch on that. So that's a gain of 5 on the play. So 99 receiving yards for Dylan Tarr. Yes, that is actually his last name for all you Newport Harbor fans getting a little giddy out there. And yes, that is 34. So great job, as looks like we have a stoppage, as it looks like the music was blasting too loud, and it might be a official's warning that the music can't be blasting too loud. So
Tarpa does like a knife.
Yep. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's an informing of Matt Burns. They did inform Matt Burns, and one of the Newport Harbor players are going to be telling the tar pit to crank it down, so unless they want a 15-yard penalty. Anyway, 2nd and 5 coming up after the completion to Dylan Tarr. As DeLuz takes the snap, hands this one off to Aguirre. Aguirre not being brought down easy, and he's going to get the 1st down as he gets about, as it looks like he's going to get about 7 on the play. Official spot will be coming momentarily, and that is going to be indeed a gain of 8 on the play. So that's the 1st down for St. Augustine.
They'll be starting up at that 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10 coming up for St. Augustine. That might
Toss
have been their
to
first.
the left.
And he is snuffed out immediately by Ethan Ambat.
And number 19, number Glenn Barnowski.
Big play right there for the Sailors. That's going to result in a loss. There actually is a number 24 on St. Augustine, so either way, that is going to prompt 2nd and 2 for the Saints. After the loss of 2 on the play. As Deleuze looking to throw. Deleuze going to take off. Probably going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe get a yard. As he gets tackled by a duo of Sailors for a gain of 1 yard. So looks like that is going to be Owen Baldakowski on that play. Here's the instant replay again. It'll be 3rd and 11 coming up for St. Augustine. As that first down was actually the first down for the Saints in this game.
It's looking like a rough first down from here. 3rd and about 11.
Deleuze looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it and take off. Deleuze still on his feet. Might have gotten close to the first down marker, as he might be just a yard short. If anything, that might be 10, if not exactly 10. No, it's his first down, so he must have gotten exactly 11. So that'll keep the drive going here.
Ref thought he reached the ball over.
Yep, straight up went Michael Jordan from Space Jam. So it's first down for St. Augustine as the ball rests on the Saints' 44-yard line. Marching close to Newport Harbor territory. So here's the snap. Gonna hand this one off to Aguirre. Aguirre going up the gut. Looks like he might have gotten 4 on the play.
Great tackle though by number 80, Jackson Smith.
Gonna be, so a gain of 3 is the official spot. So 2nd and 7 coming up for St. Augustine. Saints approaching Newport Harbor territory, approaching midfield. About halfway through this second quarter. It fakes the handoff. Deleuze to throw as he completes the pass, and it's going to be a first down. That is 84 or 89, Wilford Anderson. Good tackle, but it'll be a first down for St. Augustine. So the Saints are marching into Newport Harbor territory.
Number 21, Ethan Ambat, and number 7, Sammy Stremick, have been filling in those safety spots for Tony Glenn and Riker Buddy. So far, they've been doing a good job. So continue doing it, secondary.
And that was good for 8 yards on the play. And that was Anderson's first catch of the day. And Wilford Anderson actually leads the team in sacks with 2. As here's a toss to Palomalu. Palomalu's going to get swallowed up as the initial tackle was courtesy of Owen Baldanowski. And it's going to be a loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. As that'll be a loss of 5 on the play. So bring up 2nd and 15 as the Saints get backed up into midfield. Wait, 3rd down.
I believe it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that might have been a mistake. So it's the 2nd down. So
there we go.
So Chan Gang had a little bit of a hiccup, but we're all human. But Deleuze looking to run as he goes up the gut and gets about 5, maybe 6 on the play. So they're keeping the ball with Deleuze, and it's somewhat paying off as he gets a yard and a half a yard more than he lost. So we'll probably give him like 5. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. So gain the yards that his team lost previously. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Cruz Marcel was the first hat to the ball there to slow him down. Didn't quite make the tackle, but I believe it was finished off by Glenn Baranowski.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for St. Augustine. They need to get to the Sailors' 35-yard line to keep the first down, to keep the drive going. We get a discussion on the officials' end, and it's a timeout. Okay, looks like there was a clock malfunction. As so it looks like there's going to be a so it looks like there'll be 4:08 on the clock, as we'll be 2/3 of the way done with this quarter, nearing halftime, as I imagine we will get a halftime performance, as traditional homecoming always is.
Excited to see who they announce as homecoming queen.
So 3rd and 10. Saints need to get to the Sailors' 35-yard line. Everything's all squared away. You're under 4 minutes to go. DeLuze to throw. DeLuze gonna dump this one off, and it's completed, as that is number 9, John Jordan. Not enough for the first down. So interesting decision for St. Augustine. Do they roll the dice and go for it on 4th down? Because
at this point in the game, I think they gotta. Like, they're only down by 7. They are in Sailor territory, and they need to score some points.
Yeah, but they're certainly not in field goal range. This isn't the NFL where everyone can be Justin Tucker, Cameron Dicker, Harrison Butker, you name it. So it looks like St. Augustine is going to go for it on 4th down. 3 minutes and change remaining before halftime. We will get a homecoming performance.
We'll see. Based off what they've done so far, I'm expecting a QB run straight down the gut.
Here's DeLuze to throw. DeLuze passes it, and it's completed.
It was short.
Malu, but it looks like he is a yard short unless forward progress gives it to him. Needed 6, and he needed the 30. And he's going to be 1 yard short, because that was a gain of 5 on the play. But Palomalu is short of the first down, so Newport Harbor coming in with a big defensive stop. 2:50 remains. Newport Harbor leading 7-0.
Let's go, Sailors. See if we can double that lead.
Now that was a very, very close right there. Palomalu nearly had that first down. Well, it looked like he fell a yard, maybe less than a yard short. As we thank everybody for tuning in on this homecoming night. This is basically honoring the class of 1994 team that won the CIF Southern section. 1st and 10 for Newport Harbor's current team. Ball resting on their own 36-yard line. Muir looking to throw. Muir going to dump this one off, and he throws a strike up the middle. That is to Cade Fiegel.
Who else?
First down, ball resting, going to rest at the 48-yard line. So I imagine that's a gain of 12 on the play. That's only his 2nd catch of the night. As actually this one went for a little more than 12. It looks like that went for 14. So official spot is ball rests at midfield. So that's a gain of 14 on the play. Newport Harbor first down. 2 minutes and change before halftime. Newport Harbor leading 7-0. As Muir to throw. He's going for the deep home run ball. Incomplete. Only his 2nd incompletion of the night, as that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from midfield.
Cade looking for PI, but wasn't enough there. There is a flag.
Well, there is a flag, so let's see if this one.
I don't think it's PI. I think it's going to be some sort of
could be
foul.
Holding on the defense.
Possibly. Refs talk it over.
Oh, looks like it's going to be on Newport Harbor, so looks like my prediction was wrong.
Cade might have been talking too much to the refs about getting that PI call.
Yeah, you can't say the magic words. And yeah, it's a.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Newport Harbor. Someone must have said the magic words. Newport Harbor has to keep a level head right here. They are up 7, could be up by more, and you got to remember they get the ball to start the second half. So this lead could be growing from a 7-point lead to a 14-point lead, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, and that's just not like Newport Harbor. They got to be more well-disciplined than that.
They do have essentially 4 timeouts with the 2-minute warning coming up as well and 2 minutes left. So if they could score here and then go after halftime and score again, a 3-point lead or a 3-score lead would be very nice.
So that penalty is a 15-yarder. So that'll be 2nd and 25 for Newport Harbor. So they're going to have to chew up a lot of yards. So 2:14 remaining in the first half, second quarter. Newport Harbor holding on to a 7-0 lead.
Sailors continue to run that trips.
Looks like Dutcher's on the bottom screen. As Muir looking to throw. Muir going to dump this one off to Jackson Stremick. Stremick trying to get the yards that from the penalty back. He's still on his feet. Stremick. Flag on the play, might be a late hit. And it looks like by way of math, he got 23 yards. Going to be more adding on to the penalty.
Sailor's screen game has been working really well so far. That's the second one that this game so far that Jackson has broken off for a lot of yards. So yeah, I'm expecting late hit or something wrong with the tackle.
If the play is a penalty on St. Augustine, then it'll be an automatic first down.
Huh. Based off the replay that we're watching right now.
That one looks a little clean if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I thought that was clean.
Maybe it was an inadvertent flag.
Possibly, but there was 2 different rounds.
Oh, so it is a late hit out of bounds for St. Augustine. So a little questionable to call right there, but honestly, you have to tackle them the proper way.
And I'm a little biased, but I'm rooting for the Sailors, so I don't mind us getting a free 15 yards.
Newport Harbor will gladly take that. Yeah, so late hit out of bounds called by St. Augustine. Obviously, St. Augustine fans aren't going to be in approval of that, but it is a first down for the Sailors. That ball will get marched to the St. Augustine 29-yard line. 2:04 remaining in the first half. Newport Harbor up 7-0. They'll get the ball to start the second half. So let's see what Jake Muir has in his bag of tricks. But first, what do we got here? Now what do we got?
Crazy to think we haven't even gotten to the 2-minute warning yet.
Yep. And it looks like there was a little bit of a mistake right there, but looks like everything's ironed out. So first and 10 for Newport Harbor on the Saints 29. Muir to throw. Muir surveying the area. Pocket collapsing. Flag on the play, but Muir goes down. See what the flag is, as Muir had all the time before that pocket collapsed.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold on the number 52.
As Wilford was the one that got the stat. Wilford Anderson got the sack.
Yeah,
looks like
Jakin being the new left guard takes a little bit.
So actually, it is a holding penalty on Newport Harbor. So St. Augustine will gladly accept this, push Newport Harbor back to the Saints' 39-yard line. So what was once first and 10 from the Saints' 29-yard line is now first and 20 from the Saints' 39-yard line. 150 and counting until halftime.
Maybe it's just an NFL thing with the 2-minute warning. I might have been mistaken.
Muir to throw. Muir going to step up, take off. He's going to launch this one, going for the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag on the play.
PI. That'll get a lot of yards back.
As Aguirre was in coverage. As Newport Harbor students letting them have it, saying. So that is pass interference by St. Augustine. Aguirre was on coverage. So that's going to move the ball up 15 yards, if I'm not mistaken. It's totally different in the NFL, as it's not a spot foul.
Yes. I believe it's also an automatic first down. That might just be NFL rules, though.
Could be. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, it is going to be a 15-yard penalty. So instead of 1st and 20, it'll be 1st and 5, and they'll replay the down. So all of this eventful penalties and whatnot has Newport Harbor back in business a little bit. As Mir looking to throw. Mir trying to take off. He's going to run it for the first down and a lot more. Jake Mir goes out at about the 10-yard line. That's his first official carry of the night, and that's going to be a first down for Newport Harbor as they are in the red zone. That's going to be a gain of 12 on the play as Newport Harbor knocking on the door, trying to add to that 7-0 lead. First down and 10 for Newport Harbor. Look at Dutcher and Stremick on your bottom screen. Mir to throw. Mir going to the end zone. It is caught!
Beckham Dutcher, touchdown.
Touchdown, Newport Harbor.
Those are Beckham's favorite ones. Just corner to the end zone where only he can reach it.
11 ball in the corner pocket, and that is 6 for the Sailors. 13-yard touchdown pass to have the Sailors up 13-0 pending the extra point.
Love to see his family in the crowds cheering him on.
It's his first catch of the night, and it goes for 13 yards in the score. Here's the extra point.
Doing good.
Split down the middle and treated right. 1:19 remaining. Newport Harbor up 14-0. Then Augustine with 2 timeouts remaining, looking to try to get some sort of score before halftime. Remember, Newport Harbor gets the kickoff as they kicked off this half.
So St. Augustine would not like to just give them the ball right back. They want to do something with it.
Newport Harbor just has to be smart here. If they could be smart in this last 1 minute and 19 seconds, they can go into halftime with some momentum. Heck, they could even get another chance to get the ball on offense.
If they can continue, if that defense can continue shutting down the St. Augustine defense or offense and not allowing those first downs, we might get to see them again. That's asking for a lot, though, with 1 minute and 19 seconds left.
So Daniel Rico out to kick off for the Sailors. Only a sophomore, as this one, it's bobbled. It's bobbled. I won't call it muffed, as it's a
fumble!
And did Newport Harbor recover it?
And Sailors get it.
Interesting development here, as there's a fumble on the play, as the ball was not fielded cleanly and scooped up, and then it was eventually forced out.
I am not jealous of number 27, Jacob Eros, in that film room tomorrow. His coach is not going to be happy with first the bobble and then the fumble.
So Newport Harbor has the ball on the Saints' 38-yard line. Still with all 3 timeouts. 1:13 remaining, so plenty of time for them to get a score.
That'd be great if we can score here real quick and then then come back and get it after halftime.
Let's see what Newport Harbor can do in this little 1 minute and 13-second drill.
Lined up in a stack formation.
As Mir takes the snap, looking to throw. Mir going to step
Sammy,
up, and he's going to sling it, and it's picked off. Palomalu with the interception, and he gets brought down as he gets brought down at the Saints' 25-yard line. And just like that, just when Newport Harbor had the momentum, unfortunately threw it a little into double coverage.
Yeah, I think Jake, he threw it a little high. Couldn't quite connect with Sammy. And it's Saints ball.
Sammy Stremick the intended receiver, unfortunately picked off by Pai Palomalu. So now it's Saints ball on the 25-yard line. 2 timeouts remaining for them, 1:04 left before halftime. Let's see what they can do. 1st and 10 coming up for the Saints. So here's DeLuz looking to throw. DeLuz gonna go 2-minute drill and complete the pass to number 24. That's gonna be a gain of 5 on the play. So gonna bring up 2nd and 5 coming up for the Saints. So the receiver did go out of bounds. That stops the clock at exactly 1 minute. So look for St. Augustine to continue to do that. Clock will stop if you get a 1st down, just like in college football. There's the 2nd down and 5. DeLuz looking to throw as he slings this one, completes the pass, and the receiver's still on his feet, as that was Jack Altman.
It did not look like he was expecting that. Like 1 minute he turns towards his QB, and it was in his arms.
It's going to be a 1st down for Newport, or for St. Augustine, as that ball, that was a gain of about 13 on the play. As here's DeLuz looking to throw. DeLuz avoids the sack, but he's going to get swallowed up by Mick Jagger-Danoon. And it's going to be a timeout for Newport Harbor, as Mo Patios of Sunset Rewind is probably going to be excited when he sees that. But we have ourselves an injury on the field. Oh, no.
That's never good. Going back to Jagger, though, you can't help remind you of his older brother, Cam. Both of them such great athletes.
It's like he got right back to the line of scrimmage, it seems. But we'll see.
Waiting to see who the injured player is.
Yep. Looks like that is DeLuz.
That's a tough loss if he
Hoping
can't go
for
back.
his sake it was just him getting the wind knocked out of him. The next quarterback up for St. Augustine is Vincent Smith, and then you also got Vinny Serino. So it looks like, based on what I'm seeing, Vinny Serino coming in for St. Augustine. This will be his 1st snap after Keikoa DeLuz took a shot on that play.
Sophomore quarterback, let's see what he can do.
34 seconds before halftime, as he's going to hand this one off up the middle, but Newport Harbor snuffs that one out, as that was Aguirre on the carry.
DeLuz comes back in. Glad to see it was nothing too serious.
Yeah, he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him, as Aguirre had the carry for, looks like no gain on the play as the official spot, as Newport Harbor burns its 2nd timeout.
Yeah, Jagger's a 200.
Actually, it looks like that's St. Augustine burning the timeout. So St. Augustine trying to get something going here before halftime.
Like I was saying earlier, though, Jagger's a 260-pound guy. You would not want him landing on top of you like what happened in the sack.
That would be painful stuff, and DeLuz is going to be feeling that in the morning. So 29 seconds before halftime, that last play was no gain on the play. Took off 5 seconds. St. Augustine trying to get some sort of points. Friendly reminder that Newport Harbor does get the ball to start the 2nd half. But if St. Augustine gets some sort of score here, they'll have some momentum, because being down 2 scores isn't ideal, but it's not bad either.
It can get a lot worse, though, if they can't build any momentum and then say, let's come out and score again.
So 3rd and 10 coming up for DeLuz and the Saints. DeLuz to throw. DeLuz surveying the area. Now he's going to take off. Flag on the play, but he's going to get brought down by Mick Jagger-Danoon.
What a night he's had so far.
And it's a holding call on St. Augustine. So I imagine the flag is going to be declined, or the penalty is going to be declined. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the thing about that is that stops the clock. So see if Newport Harbor can possibly, hence the word possibly, get one more score here.
Hey, if Kate catches it here, it would be electric to see him running down the field.
It is showtime when it comes to the punt return / kickoff return for Newport Harbor. But it looks like we're going to have a timeout by Newport Harbor. So timeout by Newport Harbor. They're first of the half. That would leave them with 2, but I imagine if they don't get this kickoff return touchdown, or if they don't get within the red zone of the Saints, they're just going to take a knee and go into halftime.
Yeah, I expect that too.
So that last play was a loss of 5 on the play. So not the biggest and most flashiest game in terms of offense. It's kind of one of those old school games that you would see as both teams coming into this contest 0-4. Both teams playing tough schedules. Some notable opponents for St. Augustine, La Costa Canyon, which is currently 4-0. You got Poway 3-1. Newport Harbor's notable opponents, El Modena, Cajon, and then St. Paul and La Habra aren't anything to sneeze at.
As you're saying with that old-fashioned gameplay, when they're honoring the class of 1994, they're trying to bring it back to their time.
Taking this one back 30 years. So 4th and 15 as St. Augustine will punt. And that one is booted. It's a high punt, and Fiegel going to field this one. Fiegel still on his feet after Palomalu couldn't bring him down. Now Palomalu will get a second shot and bring him down at the Sailors' 15-yard line. So Palomalu gets a lot of him. Had the first tackle initially, but unfortunately couldn't bring him down. Then had the second tackle and made the most of it.
Yeah, I'm expecting a quick knee out, and then they go into half.
Mm-hmm. And that'll do it for this half. Newport Harbor will take a 14-0 lead into halftime as they will get the ball to start the second half. And we are here at halftime. Good first half for Newport. Good first half here at Davidson Field. Not the biggest score, but Newport Harbor has been showing a lot of heart. Their defense has shown up to the party as they lead 14-0. But the Saints are still hanging around. You got to give credit. Remember, Newport Harbor was up 14-0 at one point against St. Paul, but unfortunately, the Swordsmen were able to slash their way to victory. So, still anyone's game. It's an exciting game here on homecoming. What do you think, Everett?
I agree with you fully, Taryn, and it's been an intense 12 minutes. Both teams are fighting hard to take control of this game. Now, while we get ready for the second quarter, let's take a moment to hear from another key player for the Sailors, middle linebacker Glenn Baranowski. He's a junior, and he's wearing number 19. Along with playing middle linebacker, he does also play tight end. So let's see the video of him.
Hello, my name is Glenn Baranowski. I play linebacker as well as a fullback on offense. My goal every game is get at least 1 or 2 turnovers. So every play I'm trying to rip a ball out or hit someone hard. Just gotten smarter as a player, like gotten a little heavier. So that helps out with shedding blocks of O-linemen as well as just like being more knowledgeable about the game. The most important part for playing my position is definitely just getting the call out for the defense. Make sure everyone's in the right position to make the play, as well as like getting everyone lined up in the right spots to be successful.
It's clear both teams know this game is far from over, and the adjustments in the second half will be crucial. As the teams prepare for the second half, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Stay with us. More Friday night football action and homecoming halftime festivities coming your way here at Davidson Field right after this.
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, our Mustang Mach-E, and our Ford Bronco. Lease the all-electric 2024 Mustang Mach-E for a low $319 a month. The action's at your Ford dealer. It's the Ford Escape, and now you can get a plug-in hybrid with an amazing EPA-estimated 101 combined MPGe. Plus, you get to drive in the carpool lane even when you're alone. And you can get $37.50 in tax credits. Drive the Escape with a choice of engines, gas, hybrid, and the advanced plug-in hybrid. Take action. It's at your Ford dealer. With your trade-in, lease the Ford Escape for a low $249 a month.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. The F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. The Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And the Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. The Ford Maverick is the lowest priced truck in America. Check one out today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school.
Celebrated with her friends and teammates on the football field. Cherishes the memories and friends she made at Newport Harbor, and is involved in varsity let's welcome our first senior princess, Leslie Hernandez.
Now let's welcome our second senior princess, Lily Kavanaugh.
Lastly, let's welcome our third senior princess, Vanessa Kagama.
Now who's ready to see some performances? Please welcome varsity dance team.
old Newport County visitors, welcome to the game.
And our 2024 homecoming queen is
Lily Kavanaugh. Congratulations, Lily.
Thank you, Newport, for coming out to our big game. And as always,
Go Sailors!
Any better. But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, our Mustang Mach-E, and our Ford Bronco. With your trade-in, lease an F-150 Super Crew STX for a low $399 a month.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there's no one better at getting you back to you. Orthopedics and spine. It's all we do.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. Our Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And our Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. With your trade-in, lease an F-150 Super Crew STX for a low $399 a month.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. Our Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And our Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. Lease the all-electric 2024 Mustang Mach-E for a low $319 a month. The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. Our F-Series, our Mustang Mach-E, and our Ford Bronco. Lease the all-electric 2024 Mustang Mach-E for a low $319 a month. The action's at your Ford dealer. It's the Ford Escape, and now you can get a plug-in hybrid with an amazing EPA-estimated 101 combined MPGe. Plus, you get to drive in the carpool lane even when you're alone. And you can get $37.50 in tax credits. Drive the Escape with a choice of engines, gas, hybrid, and the advanced plug-in hybrid. Take action. It's at your Ford dealer. With your trade-in, lease the Ford Escape for a low $249 a month.
And action!
The action's happening at your Ford dealer, and Ford's action heroes are ready to perform. The F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with superpowers only Ford can offer. The Mustang Mach-E with electrifying performance that blasts past gas stations. And the Ford Bronco, rugged enough to conquer any terrain. Don't miss the action. The Ford Maverick is the lowest priced truck in America. Check one out today.
Sailors lead 14 coming into the third quarter. Halftime is over, and we're just moments away from kicking off the second half. Both teams know what they've got on the line for tonight.
That's right, Everett. The Sailors came out strong in the first half, but they got to keep that intensity going and keep their foot on the gas. The key here will be finishing drives and staying disciplined on defense. St. Augustine is going to keep pressing, and the Sailors need to be ready for that and to respond.
The Sailors have the chance to turn the momentum in their favor here. They haven't played a great game so far, leading 14-0, and they know what's at stake. This second half is going to come down to the execution and to the heart of the players. The fans are fired up, and you can feel the energy in the stadium.
And Newport Harbor fans have been awaiting this moment just because it's been a tough season for not only Newport Harbor, but for St. Augustine. Both teams playing stiff competition, so they're not playing any cupcake opponents. So I think both these teams are going to lay it out all on the line when it comes to the second half. Newport Harbor has to be ready. Jake Mears looked solid other than a few miscues. He's done pretty well for Newport Harbor. The future is in good hands with the Sailors and Meir as they look to try to pick up his first win as the starting QB and Matt Burns' first win. Class of 1994 right there.
I'm sure both sides of the field are like St. Augustine and the Sailors are excited to hopefully wipe the zero out of their win column.
Indeed they are. After this week, Newport Harbor has a bye before they kick off Bravo League play against Tesoro, while St. Augustine's first game after this will be against Mater Dei Catholic. No, not Mater Dei of Santa Ana, Mater Dei Catholic. So just have to throw that out there right there. Before we get on into the second half, have to give a shout to boys water polo on winning today, beating Harvard Westlake, one of their top rivals, 14-5 at Estancia High School. Sailors are undefeated as they have a game tomorrow against Cathedral Catholic at 11 a.m. at Estancia High School.
I also encourage you guys to tune in to on Wednesday. We have our girls flag football team, the previously national champions, will be playing Wednesday, I believe at 7 o'clock, same time as boys play. And that'll be fun to tune into. Get to see Maya Helmar leading at quarterback, as well as a bunch of other star players.
Gotta love flag football under the lights here. Gotta show respect to our flag football team as well as some of our other sport teams down at Newport Harbor.
Right now you can see behind us some of the Sailors just finished their warm-ups. We'll be back kicking off the second half soon.
Yep, and as the song previously said, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the second half of Homecoming. As we are about to get the second half underway, Newport Harbor will receive to start the second half after kicking off in the first half. So obviously we know who's going to be in the backfield, as it'll be, as we have Kate Fiegel receiving, kicking off for St. Augustine. It will be number 17, McGinnis Killian. Second half is about to get underway. Correction on that one. That's number 13, Mullins Declan. Will be kicking off for St. Augustine. So we can begin the second half as this ball is returned, but it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Newport Harbor will set up shop on its own 20.
You love to see on the sideline some of the ball boys. Like they're the younger guys for our feeder program, the Newport Mesa Patriots. They've been on the sideline helping ball boys, and they're producing a young and upcoming program. Love to see them to be the new Tars and Sailors.
Got to start them out young. So Sailor ball on their own 20-yard line to start this drive. 14-0 Newport Harbor as we begin the third quarter. Jake Meir in at quarterback. Boy Stefano out with a back injury. Let's see what Mir has in store. So Mir going to hand this one off to Jackson Stremick. Stremick up the gut, as that's going to be, we'll say roughly 3-4 yards on that one. As on the tackle for St. Augustine was probably 55, Malusi Iuli. Actually, looks like that'll be a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Yep, 3 yards is the official spot. Here's Mir looking to throw. Mir steps up, and he dumps this one off to Sammy Stremick. Stremick makes a man miss, still on his feet, gets the 1st down and a little bit more, as that's going to be a gain of 9, and that'll be a 1st down for the Sailors.
Transferring from modern day, those Stremick brothers have been a great addition to that Sailors offense.
Only his 3rd catch of the night, but it goes for 9 yards. He has 29 yards on the evening. Good for 2nd on the team in that category for the night.
And of course, he opened up the night with our 1st touchdown.
He and Beckham Dutcher were the ones that scored for the Sailors off of 2 touchdown passes from Jake Mir. Now it'll bring up 1st down and 10 from the Newport Harbor 34-yard line. Here's Mir going to hand it off to Stremick. Stremick, first, not quite a 1st down. Flag on the play.
I'm expecting holding from the offensive line.
I think it's going to be holding too.
Oh yeah, it's going to be holding.
It's that run. It's coming back for Newport Harbor as it's a holding call on the Sailors. Andy Baker, the lineman coach, telling his team to calm down, settle down. No big deal. That'll wipe away that run, and that'll restart the down. 1st and 20 at the Sailors' 29-yard line.
I believe the lineman coach is actually Coach Chavez, unless I'm mistaken.
Correction on that last one. It's going to be 1st and 20 from the Newport Harbor 24-yard line. So here is Mir looking to throw. Mir going to step up, deliver a strike to Kate Fiegel, who goes down about at the original start of the drive.
Maybe a yard short, probably about 4th and 11 coming up.
Actually, it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 11.
2nd, that's what I meant. Sorry.
It's a little malfunction. It's only Fiegel's 2nd catch of the night. He has 32 receiving yards. Now he's good for 2nd on the team in that category. So 2nd and 11 coming up after a gain of 9 from Mir to Fiegel. Here's the handoff. No, it's a fake. He's going to keep it himself. Mir gets the 1st down and a little bit more as he makes his way to midfield. Jake Mir doing a great job of faking the handoff.
Mir's got some wheels under him there. He took off.
Indeed. As he went out at the Newport Harbor 47-yard line, not before getting a Sailors 1st down. So that is going to be a gain of about, seeing if my math is right here, you did 11, probably say 17, 18. First and 10 for Newport Harbor on their own 47. Mir gonna throw, and he's gonna go loft this one up. Flag on the play. Looks like it's caught by McKibben. Looks like it's going to be incomplete.
The flag is over by the lineman, though. We'll see what happens.
And it is going to be a penalty on the Sailors, it looks like.
Likely holding.
it is a penalty on Sailors. St. Augustine will gladly. Looks like it might have been false start. Because sometimes officials do call a delayed false start, unlike in the NFL where the play is blown dead.
Interesting.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for Newport Harbor on their own 37-yard line. Need to get to the Saints' 43-yard line in order to get the first down. Still have plenty of downs to go. So here is the handoff to Stremick, and he's, a flag on the play. That might have been a late hit.
Yeah, I'm assuming personal foul there on the Saints. Which, if so, that's a first down, I believe, at the 15 yards.
Might have gotten 2 on the play, but it's not going to matter ultimately unless he didn't gain any, unless he lost yards, and then he gets the penalty pushes him back 15, and then it's like, oh, so it's a face mask on the Saints, so it's going to be most likely a first down, depending on what the yard shortage is out.
I believe, yeah, it'll be 1st and 10.
It looks like based on the chain gang, looks like it's going to be a first down for those Sailors. So it looks like it was a gain of nothing on the play. So it'll be a first down on the dot. So Newport Harbor has the ball in Saints territory on the St. Augustine 43-yard line. Three minutes have gone by in this third quarter, with Newport Harbor still up 14-0. Both teams 0-4 going into this contest, looking for their first win. Here's Meir taking the snap, looking to throw. Meir going to deliver a strike to McKibben as he juggles it but catches it, as there was pressure coming from Jacob Biros. But it is going to be completion for about 7 yards on that play.
Great job on McKibben. He did bobble at first, but it was a great route and great ultimately finishing and securing that ball.
And good precision to complete that catch, because that defender was flying at him. He's going to get a pair of substitutions coming in for the Sailors, as it'll be 2nd and 3 coming up for them. Ball on the Saints' 36-yard line. Meir takes the snap, and he's going to hand this one off to Stremick. Stremick trying to go up the gut to get the first down. Might not get it, but he's going to be close. So looks like he is going to be he only got 1 on the play.
And they bring in their power back, Jonah Takamari.
Yep. So it's 3rd down for the Sailors.
2 more tight ends come in, too.
Maybe for blocking purposes, most likely. See what the Sailors can dial up here.
Yeah, I'm expecting a halfback dive straight up the center.
7 minutes and change remaining in this third quarter. 3rd and 2 coming up for Newport Harbor. Let's see what they dial up here. So this one's going to be a handoff to Jackson Stremick. Stremick looks like he might have gotten forward progress. This one might be closer than expected. He might have gotten, if anything, he might have gotten the first down by the nose of the football. And he did not, so gain of 1 on the play. So it's going to be 4th down for the Sailors.
That was actually Jonah Takamori, not Jackson Stremick in on that.
Oh, thank you for that.
No problem.
So my apologies. So Takamori, the one getting the 1 yard. So it'll be 4th and 1 for Newport Harbor.
I think they do the exact same thing again. Straight up the center.
So here's a fake.
Oh, I don't hate that either. Quick bootleg.
As he's going to try to run for the first down, and he gets it. As Jake Muir, I expected a keeper right there, but it was a bootleg.
That was a good play call by Burns. A lot of people, obviously, Taryn, you're too smart for Burns, so you saw it coming. But obviously the defense thought that they were going to run straight up the center, so it left Jake wide open to run it for the first down.
It had a good amount of terrain for enough to pick up the first down. That'll be gain of 5. Bring up first and new fresh set of downs for Newport Harbor as the ball rests at the Saints 31-yard line. What do we get? What do we got now?
Right tackle comes out.
Interesting. Could be a mouth guard infraction. So now we're going to see number 78 of Newport Harbor come in, Christian Valdez.
He did not look ready to come in the game.
As Emiliano Torres goes out.
Is he talking to the trainer? Yeah, hopefully, sorry. Hopefully all is good with Emiliano. But he is talking to the trainer right now.
Indeed. So looks like play has resumed. We are halfway through this third quarter of play. Look on your bottom screen. You got Beckham Dutcher one-on-one with Jacob Biros.
Biros has struggled a little bit this game. Let's see what Beckham does.
And you got Stremick right on top of Dutcher. First and 10 coming up for Newport Harbor. This one's going to be a handoff to Jackson Stremick as he's going to get about 1, maybe 2 on the play. So that'll bring up second down. The official spot is gain of 2. Okay, looks like Emiliano Torres is back in. Probably needed to get taped up. Maybe he got a cut and he needed to be out for that one play. So Torres back in. Newport Harbor chewing up quite a bit of clock here on this first drive of the second half. Reminds me a little of Palos Verdes. There'll be a second down and 8 for the Sailors as Muir looking to throw. Now he's going to take off, run with the ball. Muir going to launch this one deep into the end zone. 50-50 ball, incomplete. Dutcher almost had it, caught that one out of bounds.
You'll see on this replay, I think Jake hoped that he was able to sling it just a little bit farther because Sammy was open in that corner. Oh, I guess you see him a little bit, but Sammy in that corner might have been that touchdown. It wasn't quite a 50-50 ball.
Looks like that was Palomalu and Biros on the coverage. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Sailors. 4:42 remaining in the third quarter of play. Sailors still leading 14-0. Sailors with a bye next week before they open up Bravo League play against Tesoro here at Davidson Field. It's a 3rd down and 8. Muir looking to throw. Muir going to dump this one off to Jackson Stremick. Stremick kind of gets tripped up, and it looks like he's not going to gain anything. So I'll bring up 4th down.
I still expect to see, even though that one didn't work there, I expect to see a lot more of those screen plays because the previous 2 times I've done it, it's worked really well.
So it looks like a gain of nothing on the play. So see if Newport Harbor goes for this one as clock will still run.
It looks like it. The Sailors have been known to do a quarterback punt, so we'll see if they do that just so that the defense doesn't expect it, but I guess we'll see.
Holton Joseph did that back when he was the QB for Newport Harbor a couple years ago, so don't be surprised. It's going to be 4th and 8. Newport Harbor kind of in that mid-terrain As here is Mir looking to throw. Mir delivers a strike, completes it to Fiegel. Fiegel gets tripped up, and actually that was Shane McKibben on the catch. Regardless, it is a first down.
Bold move of the Sailors to go for it, but it pays out.
That was a complete dart up the middle for the first down. Ball resting on the Saints' 18-yard line. Gonna say a gain of 14 on the play. Trying to do math and take down the stats on the fly while doing this broadcast. Regardless, first and 10 for Newport Harbor on the Saints' 18-yard line. As Mir gonna hand this one off to Snow. He fakes the handoff, throws it to the other Stremick, Sammy. Stremick gets knocked out of bounds by Palomalu. It's a clean hit.
Went for a hurdle there, though. That was cool.
Let's make sure he doesn't hurdle actually, as if, from what I heard, a hurdle will be an automatic 15-yard penalty. So gain of 9 on the play.
I was not aware of that rule. I guess NFL is the only place you're allowed to hurdle, or in college. It's not school.
So it'll be 2nd and 1 for Newport Harbor. Ball resting on the Saints. On the Saints' 8-yard line.
This could be a timeout by the Sailors.
It looks like it. So timeout called by Newport Harbor. Oh no, timeout is going to be called by St. Augustine.
Oh, my bad.
So maybe they wanted a better personnel. Maybe they're expecting a run and they want to stack the box. So 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter of play. Newport Harbor leading 14-0. As we see the band as well as the tar pit still rocking out. As they're rocking out to Fiend.
Yep, Tar Pit stays on top. There's a reason, as I say, that we're on the Instagram so often for being the top OC student section.
Yep, I used to do a little promoting for the Tar Pit on my own prowess, but so according to PA announcer Greg Kennedy, Newport Harbor football's JV team is still undefeated, so good on them. Future still looking bright for the Sailors. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Sailors on the Saints' 8-yard line. So here's Mir, gonna throw. Mir surveying the area, dumps this one off, wide open! Sammy Stremick, 6'4" Sammy.
That was a tough pass for Jake Mir to make. You see on this replay, he had to almost hop up a little bit as he threw it cross body, but very good accuracy, right, and hit Sammy straight in the chest.
Excellent recognition by Mir, finding a wide open Stremick. His 2nd touchdown of the night, as they're an extra point away from going up by a blackjack. So Rico up to attempt the extra point. And this one is good as gold. 2:55 remains in the third quarter with the Sailors up 21-0. So that one went straight down Broadway. It was a long drive that Newport Harbor had. That drive took up 9 minutes and 5 seconds as we're getting closer to the end of the third quarter. Clock is obviously Newport Harbor's friend, as long as they control what they can control and they limit the turnovers, they should be fine going into the fourth quarter. As Daniel Rico will be out to kick for the Sailors. Palomalu waiting to return for the Saints.
Rico's kick is away.
This one gets fielded by Palomalu at the 5. Palomalu, full head of steam, gonna get dropped to the 31.
Good return by Palomalu. Saints set up shop at about the 31-yard line.
Mm-hmm. The 3 touchdown passes for Jake Meir as the Saints offense will look to match that. 2:51 remaining in the third quarter. Ball resting on the Saints' 31-yard line. As here is DeLuz looking to throw. DeLuz going to take off, almost get sacked as he throws this one pretty much away.
The pass was intended for number 89 of St.
Wilfred
Augustine.
Anderson.
Yes, Wilfred Anderson, but nonetheless, passing complete.
That was good pressure up the middle by the Sailors. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. So you got Hudson Perez one-on-one, most likely with Dylan Tarr of St. Augustine. So here's the hand. It's the handoff going to Aguirre. Yeah, Aguirre. Caleb Aguirre on that one. Might have been a gain of 1 on the play. Indeed it is.
2, it looks like.
Okay, 2. Thank you.
No problem.
So bring up 3rd and 8 coming up for the Saints.
Yeah, that Aguirre and Palomalu backfield has been doing really well this game. We'll see if it can continue.
Indeed they have. So 3rd and 8 coming up for St. Augustine. They need to get to their own 41-yard line to keep the drive going. So here is DeLuz looking to throw. DeLuz, now he's going to take off. Got a lot of terrain to run for the first down, and he's going to get it as he trots out of bounds, but not before getting a Saints first down.
Hudson Perez in common cornerback tradition, or like common cornerback tendencies, chirping at DeLuz on his way out.
Gain of 10 there on the play. That's the 2nd longest run of the night for DeLuz. Previous was 11 yards. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Newport Harbor still up 21-0. St. Augustine trying to get something going here offensively. It's 1st and 10 for the Saints.
Palomalu in motion, and he gets the handoff.
Indeed he does. And he's going to get tripped up. Looks like he was 6, Davis Post, adding to that tackle lead on the Sailors.
Postman keeps delivering.
Yep.
Only about a yard gained on that play.
1 yard gain on that play. 2nd down as we are less than 90 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. Second down and 9. DeLuz looking to throw as he completes the pass, as that is going to be a few yards short of the first down, as that is 24 on the completion. It's his 2nd catch of the night, so going to be a gain of 7 on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2 as the Saints are in Newport Harbor territory.
Thank you again to everybody here in the crowd and everybody watching the live stream.
Greatly do appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the TarTV live stream. It means a lot. I know Jake Meir's parents and family are watching, as well as Buddy Reicher's parents and family are watching. So 3rd and 2 coming up for Newport Harbor. And it looks like someone had their hand in the cookie jar. That's going to be offsides, as it's going to be John Pena guilty of the charge.
Penny's been out for a while. It's taken him a little bit to come back after the torn ACL.
It's a tough injury to come back from, but that'll cost the Sailors 5 and bring out a fresh set of downs for St. Augustine. But that'll be the end of the third quarter of play. This Newport Harbor will take a 21-0 lead into the fourth quarter. where they are 12 minutes away from their first win of the season. So this isn't a stat that I love to bring up just because no one likes to be shut out. But the last time Newport Harbor posted a shutout was 2021, where they wound up winning CIF, where they shut out Fountain Valley 49-0 on the road. So if the score holds, then Newport Harbor will post its first shutout in 3 seasons, as we saw a full moon in the background, or a near full moon.
I believe it's a harvest moon or something, because it does look red.
Yeah, it looks a little reddish and yellow. As we get the sailor salute going into the 4th quarter, saluting all the veterans, for those that have served. Thank you for your service. Much appreciated to you all. So we will begin the 4th quarter with St. Augustine having the ball on the Sailors' 44-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for St. Augustine. Trying to get something going here. Next game for them will be against Mater Dei Catholic. Next game for Newport Harbor is in 2 weeks at this very site against Tesoro to kick off Bravo League play. We already know that's going to be a gauntlet. So here is DeLuz, fakes the handoff. This one's batted up in the air and incomplete. Great deflection by Davis Post.
I'm sure Owen Baldkowski wished he got to see it because the ball was right over his head. That could have been an interception by a defensive end, and those are always hype.
Yep. Might be a teachable moment on Sunset Rewind right there when it comes to Mo Patios. But that's for another day. Incompletion right there, as it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for St. Augustine. Ball still on the Sailors' 44-yard line. This is Homecoming 2024, honored the 1994 CIF Southern Section undefeated championship team.
Shout out to all those other alumni there, though. Like on the sideline currently, I can see Aiden Burton now and Eric Gage, both previous teammates of mine within the last couple of years. Great
And at
to see
the
them
end
here.
zone, too. As DeLuz throws incomplete. Don't think that was a backwards pass. As it's going to bring up 3rd down. As it looks like, yeah, that was an incompletion. I don't think.
Maybe it was complete.
Oh, it was completed. So interesting. So
at that point, maybe just don't catch the ball. So
yeah. It looks like that was Jack Altman on the catch, but it was a loss of 3. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 coming up for the Saints. Here's DeLuz looking to throw. He gets pressured, and he's going to just dump this one off. And this one's not going to go anywhere, as that was 14, Vinny Serino, who actually played a snap late in the first half.
But great tackle by number 19, Glenn Barnowski.
Loss of about 4 on the play. So it was looking like it was going to be a promising drive. Unfortunately, it's going to be a punt for the Saints.
And, of course, Cade back to receive.
It is showtime. It's going to be 4th and 17. No doubt St. Augustine's going to be punting this one. This one is going to be punted, and it'll take a Saints bounce all the way to the Newport Harbor 14-yard line.
Yeah,
so
14.
Newport Harbor will set up shop there. So that was a good punt and friendly roll for the Saints, as Newport Harbor will need to drive 86 yards to get another score. So amidst all of what's been happening, Newport Harbor only up 3 scores. They would like to pretty much start pulling away here and chewing up the clock. Saints have 2 timeouts remaining. They used one earlier in the 3rd quarter. So that kind of limits them from stopping the clock all that much.
I expect to see Jackson Stremick get the ball a lot here. It's going to be a lot of handoffs, chewing up that clock, and hopefully starting to ice the game.
Clock is your friend for Newport Harbor, as Meir going to keep it, throw the ball to Fiegel. Fiegel avoids one defender and then goes out of bounds. Going to probably be about 6 yards. So it looks like 7 yards on the play. Yeah. It's only Fiegel's 4th catch of the night. Goes for 7, as he's got 39 receiving yards by my count. So he did go out of bounds. So that stops the clock for those wondering. So here is near disaster as Stremick goes up the gut, gets the first down, plus a little bit more as he gets stopped at the 34-yard line by number 31 or 27, Jacob Biros, or Byros. But it's still a first down for the Sailors. It looks like he got 11 on the play, so 11 yards for Jackson Stremick. First down for Newport Harbor. So here's another handoff to Jackson Stremick. Stremick still on his feet as he's going to get about 9 before being brought down by number 55 of St. Augustine, Malosi Iuli. And it looks like they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah.
So back-to-back 10-plus yard gains right there for Jackson Stremick, as that'll move the chains.
Good job, Jackson.
So Newport Harbor with the ball on their own 44-yard line. 9 minutes and change remaining before we crown a winner here. 1st and 10 for the Sailors. As this is going to be a handoff to Jackson Stremick again. Stremick still on his feet, going to get the first down and a little more.
That looked like about 16 yards in that play.
As he gets tackled by Iuli.
Maybe just 15. Well, not just 15. 15 yards in the play.
So he'll get the first down. Oh, so it looks like that was Takamori on the play, on the carry. My apologies. Regardless, it is a first down for the Sailors. So we are 9 minutes away from the end of the game. Newport Harbor in Saints territory. Ball resting on the St. Augustine 41. 1st and 10 coming up for the Sailors. As Takamori gets the handoff, goes up the gut. Gonna get about 2, maybe 3 on the carry. That time was Takamori for sure. And he gets 2 on the carry.
Jackson comes back in the game.
Stremick will come back into the game. It's Newport Harbor trying to work that clock to their advantage. Want to get out of this game as injury-free as possible. They don't need any more injuries. Next week they have their bye, which is a good time for them to heal up, rest up.
You can ask any of these coaches, any of these players at any level. Recovery is one of the most important parts.
As here's Stremick up the gut. First down and more. Jackson Stremick continues his big night as he got out to the 20 for a gain of 19 on the play, if not 18 on the play. Regardless, it is a first down for Newport Harbor. It looks like they finally found their run game with Jackson Stremick. Newport Harbor taking as much time as they want here. As the ball rests on the St. Augustine 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Sailors. As, mishandled snap, recovered by Meir. Gonna throw this one to Dutcher. Dutcher still on his feet as he goes out of bounds. As taking him out was Mullins Declan.
Great
So
recovered play by Jake Muir to have the awareness to recover the snap and then throw it away to Beckham. And,
So
of
it
course,
was-
great run after catch by Beckham.
So it was looking like the disaster turns into the first down with Dutcher getting his second catch of the night. As the riding Dutchman rides off inside the Saints' 10-yard line.
Bring out 2 tight ends.
Look on the top of your screen. We got one-on-one coverage between Stremick and Buros.
And, of course, Cade Fiegel.
Yeah, Fiegel one-on-one with Buros. As here's Stremick up the gut. Jackson Stremick goes left, and he's in! Touchdown, Newport Harbor. Jackson Stremick. As that was a great changeup by Stremick. Looked like he was going to go straight, and then he goes left, and he goes in for the score.
4th touchdown of the game by the Sailors.
Yep. This is what you like to see if you're a Newport Harbor fan. Trying to get the offensive kinks worked out, trying to make sure that everything is up and ready for when they play Tesoro in 2 weeks. Daniel Rico for the extra point. This one is a knuckleball, but it goes through. And with 7:17 left to play, Newport Harbor leads 28-0 in the 4th quarter. It's Newport Harbor inching their way to their first victory of the season. First victory from in the Matt Burns era. As Rico will kick this one off. Newport Harbor scored a touchdown in each of the quarters. As Rico will kick this one off. Looks like Palomalu is back to receive for the Saints. Here's the boot. And indeed it will be Palomalu taking it from the 10. Palomalu tries to make a man miss. Palomalu still on his feet. Palomalu nearing midfield. And it's a late hit on Newport Harbor most likely, as St. Augustine's going to have arguably their best field position so far in this game.
If that is a personal foul at the end of that play, they're gonna St. Augustine's gonna start at about the Sailor 40, which would be great field positioning caused by Palomalu.
A very good return by Palomalu. And Newport Harbor's got to be a little bit more smarter than that in terms of its late hits and being more disciplined, because against a team like this with a nice cushion, you can get away with that, but against a good team like Tesoro and any Bravo League team, you can't do that. You have to play good, clean football throughout the entire 48 minutes. So it is a personal foul on Newport Harbor, as it'll either be horse collar or late hit out of bounds, but it's St. Augustine ball at the Newport Harbor 40.
And 1st and 10.
It's DeLuz. Surprisingly, St. Augustine has not turned the ball over, as DeLuz to throw. That one might have been deflected and incomplete. In the vicinity was Hudson Perez.
That was close. Yeah, overall, the Saints have been good with keeping the ball their own. Obviously, on that one kickoff, they did fumble it, but other than that, there has been no offensive turnovers.
Oh, my apologies. They did turn it over one time, so my apologies on that one. Quick backtrack on my end. Thank you for that.
No problem.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for St. Augustine. Last year, St. Augustine pulled out a thriller at San Diego Mesa College as DeLuz looks to throw. Ball is batted down and incomplete.
Great tip by number 17.
Owen
Owen
Baranowski.
Baldakowski, yeah.
Baldakowski, sorry. as the Tar Pit is still loving it as we get the hot dog guy on screen. Dancing to YMCA. So third down coming up for St. Augustine. Less than 7 minutes to go before the end of this game. Everyone is saying YMCA.
It being the homecoming theme, New York, and having Taylor be as big as she is, I'm surprised we haven't heard the Welcome to New York song yet.
Good point there. As DeLuz looks to throw. Now he's going to take up off the middle, and he's going to try to get some yards. And it looks like he is going to be a few yards short. Maybe 2 yards short of the first down marker.
Great tackle by John Pena there.
So gain of 7 on the play, and obviously St. Augustine is going to go for this. So fourth and 3 coming up for St. Augustine. 6 minutes and change remaining. Here's DeLuz looking to throw as he dumps this one off. Incomplete. Try to get Aguirre. Unfortunately, he could not hold on to it as it's turnover on down. So it looked very promising for St. Augustine. Unfortunately,
you can see Aguirre's disappointment on that play. Pounding into the ball, you know he wants that one back.
Indeed, he does. So Sailors ball as they take over on their own 33-yard line.
Go hot dog guy.
Yep, the hot dog guy continuing to fire up the crowd. Gotta love it. So 1st and 10 for Newport Harbor as, mishandled snap, near disaster as looks like that is 25 on the carry.
Yeah, Jonah Takamori. Yeah, come on, Paul. You got to get those snaps up.
So it looks like a loss of about 5 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 15. Near disaster on that play as that still will keep the clock running.
What a duo that the crowd loves to see, Lamar and the hot dog guy.
Indeed.
I'm sure that one will be all over the Newport Harbor Instagram and everything.
Yep. Lamar and the hot dog guy. 2nd and 15 coming up for Newport Harbor. As it's another carry up the gut. Doesn't quite get the yards that was lost, but it was Stremick on the carry. As he'll get about, that was Takamori, sorry. Takamori was the one on the carry. Good to see him getting some carries. The junior, most likely going to be back for the Sailors next season. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 coming up for Newport Harbor. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Here's Mir, takes the snap, looking to throw as he's going to dump this one off to Takamori. Takamori going to be well short of the first down marker, might even get back to the line of scrimmage, but he stays in bounds, which is good because that keeps the clock running. As that'll bring out the kicking unit, and it'll bring out Palamalu to return the punt. It was actually the first catch of the night for Takamori as it went for nothing on the play. So it's a high snap. Almost got blocked. It's a line drive as that one is going to be taking a Newport Harbor roll to the St. Augustine 39-yard line. And that's going to be where the Saints set up shop. So for those wondering, the last time St. Augustine was shut out, they were actually last shut out on November 11th in 2022 when they lost to Mission Hills. All these San Diego teams are really good. You got Torrey Pines up there, Cathedral Catholics up there, La Costa Canyon is up there. A lot of these good San Diego teams. Last year, this St. Augustine team was pretty good. And they won a barn burner with Newport Harbor as they blocked a field goal, which would have given the Sailors the win, but to no avail. First down and 10 for St. Augustine. DeLue's to throw. DeLue's going to take off, try to keep his offense going. And it looks like he's going to get down to the 45-yard line.
Great moves by DeLue's there to keep going. And 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4.
Yep. Clock will still continue to run as he was nowhere near out of bounds. And Augustine with 2 timeouts. Three minutes and change remaining in this contest before a winner is crowned. So here's DeLue's to throw as he completes the pass to number 24, gets to midfield for the first down.
Lots of substitutions here. With the Sailors leading by so much, it's nice to get to see some of those younger guys get going and play.
So the clock will run as St. Augustine has the ball in Newport Harbor territory at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Saints. Here is DeLue's, fakes the pass. Now he throws it. It is incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That was some close coverage by number 36, Wyatt Wilson, but he does walk away with no PI call.
Dub squared, as I kind of call him. Only a sophomore. Also plays wide receiver. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for St. Augustine. 2.5 remaining for the end of this contest. Newport Harbor up 28-0. Here is DeLue's looking to throw as he completes the pass to 15, Altman. Altman still on his feet as he looks like he got exactly what he needed. Exactly.
You saw there, Altman's a big guy. It was hard to take him down. There's some defenders just bouncing off of him trying to tackle him.
That is good for exactly 10 yards. And yeah, Altman is a tight end. If I know better, he might be related to the Alt family. So about 2 minutes and change remaining before the end of this contest. Saints ball on the Sailors' 39-yard line. So here's DeLue's looking to throw. DeLue's completes the pass to Palomalu. Palomalu still on his feet. Dragon Sailor defenders as Saints are in Sailor red zone for the first time this evening. Good for about 22 yards on that catch and run. As that is Palomalu's 2nd catch of the night. Good for 22 yards. Clock still ticking. It's 1st and 10 from the Sailors' 18. DeLue's looking to throw. DeLue's getting chased. Now he's going to keep it. Try to get the first down and a little bit more as he gets inside the 5.
He'll be stopped up at about the 2-yard line. Let's go Sailors defense. They bring out all the big guys again. I'd like to take a second. We were talking earlier about recovery. One of the best ways to do that is with Dr. Todd Spicer at Brideway Chiropractic. Some of our friends over there. They'll get you right and ready to play games.
Minute and change remaining. Ball on the Newport Harbor 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Saints. First time we've been saying that as DeLue's going to hand this one off to Aguirre, and Aguirre muscles his way into the end zone for the score as Caleb Aguirre breaks the shutout for breaks Newport Harbor shutout and goes in for 6.
As tough as this game has been so far for the Saints, I'm sure they do love to score there. At least they're not going to finish this game with the donut up on that scoreboard.
Yep, would have been the first time since November 11th, 2022, when Mission Hills accomplished that feat, as the extra point will be attempted by Mullins Declan. This one is up and straight down San Diego. 52 seconds remaining as Newport Harbor leads 28-7.
So following kickoff here, I'm assuming maybe a first down or so, and then just kneel the rest of the clock out, and then that's game. Sailors win it.
Barring no shenanigans with the onside kick and whatnot.
Of course.
So it looks like this is going to be a successful night on homecoming for Newport Harbor, as they will be getting Matt Burns' first win as head coach. Fun fact, Matt Burns actually did take over for Jeff Brinkley. It was a little bit of a health scare when Newport Harbor and Huntington Beach played. It was back in 2016, if I recall, where 2016-17, where unfortunately Jeff Brinkley, the previous head coach before handing the reins off to Peter Lofthouse, had a little bit of a health scare. He was fine afterward, and then Matt Burns had to take over, helped Newport Harbor lead their way to a win over Huntington Beach. I want to say it was like 14-6 in favor of Newport Harbor at Huntington Beach Capshoe Field. That actually prompted a coin flip back in the day between them, Fountain Valley, and Huntington Beach. Sailors did not win the coin flip, but it was still an interesting night to say the least, with Newport Harbor causing some late Sunset League dramatics. And here is the kick. Okay, so it's not going to be an onside kick. And Newport Harbor will field this one as number 83 on the kickoff, being Nathan Hawking, as he takes that to the Newport Harbor 16-yard line, where the Sailors pretty much just need victory formation, which is the best formation in all of football.
I'm sure St. Augustine would disagree with you right there, right now.
You just need one kneel down, and that's pretty much that for this game. No need to do anything fancy or crazy.
Any students listening to the live stream, I encourage you guys to come to the homecoming dance tomorrow, and I'll see you guys there.
Indeed. Always a great time when it comes to homecoming.
And, of course, with that Empire State of Mind theme, dress New York.
Indeed. And there's the kneel down.
I think one more kneel down,
yeah,
and that'll be it for the Sailors.
If I recall correctly, it's a 40-second play clock.
I believe so. So just one more, and that'll be it. Assuming the Saints don't use the timeouts.
Yes. Looks like they just want to get out as much as Newport Harbor does.
I'm sure. Not going to be a fun car ride or bus ride back to St. Augustine.
And there is the snap. And the kneel down from Jake Meir. First start as a Newport Harbor Sailor, and he helps Newport Harbor pick up their first win of the 2024 season and the first win of the Matt Burns era. Happy homecoming, Newport Harbor fans. Newport Harbor wins it 28-7 over St. Augustine. A big win for the Sailors as that gets them in the W column, and it gets them a little bit of momentum for the Bravo League opener against Tesoro. Two teams shake hands. The Sailors, as the two teams shake hands and give each other high fives, the Sailors braved the storm and came out to get their first win of the season.
I am Everett Henninger, joined by Taryn Rodriguez. Thank you for being with us tonight. I would like to thank our broadcast staff for bringing you to I'd like to bring you to tonight's presentation, producer James Lee, director Robert Winley, technical director Sophie Flandraw, and our TarTV instructor John Hoyce and broadcast coach Caden Krause. So, upcoming for the next game against Tesoro, what do you think the Sailors need to bring for this game to the next game to ensure another W in that column?
Well, Cash O'Byrne is a fantastic quarterback. If you've seen the jump from him, Cash O'Byrne is a fantastic quarterback. If you've seen his turnaround back when he was at Santa Margarita and from last year, he is drastically improved. He has that Tesoro team humming. It's a new Tesoro team as they're under a new head coach of their own, as it'll be quite the chess match between the Titans and the Sailors. Last year was a thriller with the Sailors eking out a 17-14 win where they scored 17 unanswered in the fourth quarter based off of some heroics from Kate Fiegel, Josiah Lamarque, Jaden O'Neal, and all those. As it's going to be Newport Harbor tradition to greet their fans and thank them for being here. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a up and down season, but the Sailors finally can breathe a sigh of relief and go into victory Saturday. All smiles when they watch that film.
Of course, I'd like to shout out the marching band and pep squad / cheerleading team. They've done a great job staying cheerful and making it enjoyable to watch this whole season so far.
And the bye obviously comes at a great time as Newport Harbor will have a chance to rest and recuperate, get some players back, and the Sailors braved the storm and came out to get their first win of the season. I am Taryn Rodriguez, joined by Everett Henninger. Thank you for being us with here tonight. And what did you like about this game? What did you think that this game stood out to you, and what do you think Newport Harbor can build off going into 2 more weeks?
Well, Tara, at the beginning of this game, we talked about it a little bit. That run game was really working. The run in combination with the screen game, it was dicing up that St. Augustine defense, and I think that's a big reason why, especially those 2 big chunk plays caused by those screens. I think like that yardage we gained, it was a large part of the reason why we went up in score so much, which was helpful for the win.
As I've said before in the past, you throw for show and run for dough. And Newport Harbor got that money and took it all the way to the bank. So that was big right there. And we will have ourselves a sideline interview coming up in momentarily, as this is Taryn Rodriguez here, along with Everett Henninger, and we'll take it down for our interview on the field.
Take quite a special play. Alrighty, guys, I'm here with Sammy Stremek, a pretty special player for Newport Harbor, wide receiver, safety, and 2 touchdowns tonight. How do you feel about this evening?
I feel great. I'm glad to get a win with this team and a win for Coach Burns here at home.
How would you rate your performance this evening, 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10. I give myself an 8. I think.
Are you lying? Are you lying?
I think there's still stuff to work on and get better each and every week.
Okay. All right. There we go. We love to see some progress. All righty, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for having me as your guest.
And that'll do it for our broadcast. The Sailors braved the storm and came out to get their first win of the season. I am Taryn Rodriguez, joined by Everett Henninger. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'd like to give a huge shout to our broadcast staff for bringing you tonight's presentation. Producer James Lee, Director Robert Winley, Technical Director Sophia Flendrios, and TarTV instructor John Hoist, as well as broadcast coach Caden Kraus. Be sure to check out our broadcast schedule following on Instagram at NHHS TarTV for updates. We'll have Sailor football return to you in 2 weeks when Newport Harbor kicks off the Bravo League against Tesoro. For everyone here at Newport Harbor, I am Taryn Rodriguez alongside Everett Henninger, from the bell tower to the pool deck, all the way to Yardley Court, all the way to Davidson Field. Good night, and we'll see you in 2 more weeks.
Good night, everybody.